Okay, hey, how you doing? I'm here to share with you. I got an idea for a system for slots. You call it the Monty Hall kind of slot strategy. Uh, there's this thing called the Monty Hall problem, where there used to be this game show where he'd with Monty Hall, and there'd be three doors you'd have to choose from, and behind two of them is like something worthless crap. Like here in this case, it's a goat or whatever, and behind one of the doors is something valuable that the prize that you want. So he tells you to choose one of the three doors, and you choose one, and then instead of opening the door you chose, he opens one of the other doors, revealing that there was revealing one of the ones that had nothing good behind it, like this goat, for instance. And then there's two doors remaining, the one that you chose, and another door that may or may not, one of them is going to have something good, and the other one's not going to have something good. And so he gives you a choice now. After he's revealed one of the bad doors, he gives you a choice. You could either stick with the door you originally chose, or you can change your answer and choose the other remaining door. And so what do you do? And most people, most of the time, will choose to stay where they are. But that would be the wrong decision to make, because by him revealing one of the ones that you don't want, like and eliminating that from the equation, and you taking a different choice than what you originally took, mathematically it works out that you're getting better odds of hitting the winner. So mathematically it works out. If you want to look up, there are things that show you how and the logic of it, and that more times, more of the times, if you switch, you're going to end up hitting the winner. So you're better off switching, even though you still might lose. More times than not, you're going to end up hitting the winner. So that's why they say it's always good to switch, even though it kind of goes against human intuition to do so. So I was thinking about that, and I was thinking about it in terms of what if we applied this to slots? Like, we don't have to stop at three doors. What if we had a whole bunch of doors, and some few of them had winners, and then others had losers? And what if we just applied that same strategy there, where we just keep, you know, changing our choice, as it were? This isn't like an exact correlation, but it's just this problem gave me this idea to apply to slots, a strategy of see, a slot machine is like a random number generator. It's basically how it works. It works, it randomly will decide whether or not you win and how much, you know, and they're all like that. So they're all if you were to go through all of these, just do one spin on each one, some of them are going to pay out on the first spin, and a lot aren't. But some will. And some of those payoffs on the first spin will be just small, like less than what you actually bet, so you're actually losing some. But some will be bigger winners, Whereas if you stay with one machine and you just keep spinning and spinning and spinning, the thing about it is, now these are online slots at Bovada, and they basically work probably on the same kind of software as the ones in the casinos on land. But the idea is that they're programmed to pay back to the player a certain percentage of what money they took in, and they do that randomly. So like, if they're some are set to pay back like 85%, of what they take in, and then what's left after that is the casino's profit. You know, so they're giving back less than what they're taking in. I forget how exactly it goes, but they're designed to give back a certain percentage of what they take in. You know, but they do that randomly. So if they're all designed to do that, they're all designed to pay off at different. Since they're all different random number generators, are going to pay off at different times. So I'm just thinking that rather than stick with one machine and keep playing one machine, you're probably better off splitting your money across as many machines as possible. It's like doing one spin on each machine. So what I'm going to do is At least that's my theory. I don't know if it's going to go anywhere or not, but I think you have better chances. Yeah, just doing one spin on each machine. You know, and the idea was inspired by that Monty Hall problem. I don't know if there's exact correlation to that or not, but it just made me think of this. And also I'm thinking maybe for each time that I lose, like I'll start off, I'll play and I'll play at the minimum bet, and then if I lose a bunch of times in a row, like maybe 5 times in a row or something, then I'll up the bet, you know, so I could play smaller bets and then place a higher bet, or maybe I could just try placing high bets the whole way through. But I'm not sure which way I'm going to go with it. I got on the calculator here, like I'm starting off with $1,000 bankroll, and I'm going to keep track here since I'm going across different games. I can't use their indicator. I have to have my own indicator here of how much I have, so I'll be keeping track with the calculator. Um, See, the thing is, like, if I play a higher bet each time, when I do hit, it'll pay back better, but it'll drain my bank, real faster. Uh, and if I play a bunch of small bets at first, and then if I hit on those, then I'm kind of wasting, that. So I'm not sure if I want to. I think I'm gonna. I think I'm gonna just go with like, a middle of the way bet or something. I don't know. I'm gonna dive into it here and see what happens. Let's try this one first. Okay. Okay, it's got $1.50 as the bet amount. So let's see what they got here to choose from. See, the thing is, they're not all going to be the same. Some of the ones are going to have different betting amounts that I can bet. Some of them I'm probably going to skip altogether because I know some of those machines have huge minimum bet amounts that are just way too big. Um, so I want some kind of a reasonable middle of the road kind of a thing. I'm going to try to bet as on every roll. I think what I'm going to do is on every roll I'm going to try to bet as close to $5 the $5 bet as I can. So this one here, it's a 450. Uh, but that's what I'll aim for on each one, is about a $5 bet or as close to that as they have. So that way I can get a pretty good return when I do hit, but at the same time, out of $1,000 bankroll, it ought to give me access to hitting several machines. Have better chance. I think that's probably my best bet. So I'll go with that. So let's spin it. Okay, and that got me nowhere. So that's a 450 loss. So, okay. Okay. Okay, it's a total bet of 180. So let's see here. Okay, so yeah, we'll go with 450 again. There we go. Okay, that went nowhere. And my goal, I'll try to see if I can make a $200 profit, for the day, and that would be my stopping point. Unless it goes on for a really long time, then I'll probably quit earlier. But we'll see what happens here. Okay, moving on. Okay, 450. There it is. $3. Okay, so if I won